solo by Mr. Justin Torres. And an alto saxophone solo by Mr. Stephen Wren. Alright, next up on our concert is a piece that typically is experienced in a different way, but over the last 50 years or so, for sure, has kind of taken on a life of its own. Next to on concert is My Favorite Things, which was made famous in the movie The Sound of Music, with the music by Rodgers and Hammerstein. But this is not the Julie Andrews version. And in fact, if you go on most music streaming websites like Spotify or Apple Music, Julie Andrews' version is actually now number 2 when you search for My Favorite Things. The one that comes up first now is John Coltrane, who made this tune famous in this idiom. And so this is kind of a tip of the hat to his version. And so we hope you enjoy this jazz waltz, My Favorite Things. This is the title track from the soundtrack to the Disney Pixar movie, The Incredibles, which if you've never seen the movie, it is set in a quasi-1950s and 1960s setting. And so when the director approached the composer, Michael Giacchino, to write the soundtrack, he said, I want something that's this kind of this big band from a time gone by kind of era. And so a lot of brass being used in that soundtrack, a lot of saxophones, a lot of LA's best jazz musicians actually got the call to record that soundtrack versus some of the more traditional orchestral musicians. And so it's a lot of fun to play. It moves a little bit, and we have some changes in there for sure. And it features a certain bongo player over here in our rhythm section, Mr. Matador. So hopefully he won't have too much fun playing that. There we go. Incredible. This is a jazz ballad arrangement of Georgia on My Mind. tonight is one that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. We've actually done arrangements based on this tune before we've actually done the real tune. It is a really, really famous Prima big band tune called Sing, Sing, Sing. Very, very popular during the rise of the big band movement. It was also very famous for a long time for being the theme song of Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies in their commercials. So that's how the younger generations know the song is Chips Ahoy. Features a very dynamic drum set part that was based on the drum set playing of a very famous drummer named Gene Krupa. And in fact, there is a lot of drum set tunes that even on the drum set part it will say Krupa style or Krupa-esque. That's supposed to give us this kind of feeling. Matt, will you play the beginning of your part for us? Just play it. Yeah, so this whole idea that the thing that set jazz apart and big band music especially apart was from the moment you heard that, your immediate reaction was, I'm going to stop talking to you and I'm going to go dance. That's what it kind of brings to mind. So we hope you enjoy our last tune tonight. Thank you so much for coming out to see these groups, and I hope that you'll stick around and watch the two great groups from the high school. So thank you for being here. This is Sing, Sing, Sing.